The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair's name. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
We're late. Look at that. Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. And Dave and Jim with you. Tonight we're going to jump right in. We have a lot of stuff we want to get to tonight, so we're going to jump in. We do movies. We're going to give away movie tickets later on. We're going to try and get to my stack of DVDs. We're going to get to the thing Jim found in the John. So we're going to do all this. We're going to jump right in. What do you got, Dave?
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Let me just get my bearings here. It was very quick. All right. First Man is our first film. Stars Ryan Gosling, Claire Foy, Jason Clarke, Kyle Chandler. On the heels of their 6-time Academy Award-winning smash, La La Land, which I did not see. Oscar-winning director Damien Chazelle and star Ryan Gosling reteam for Universal Pictures' First Man, the riveting story, I'll be the judge of that, of NASA's mission to land a man on the moon, focusing on Neil Armstrong and the years 1961 to 1969. A visceral first-person account based on the book by James R. Hansen. The movie will explore the sacrifices and the cost on Armstrong and on the nation of one of the most dangerous missions in history. Rated PG-13 for some thematic content involving peril and brief, strong language.
I look forward to seeing this one. Looks actually like it might be pretty good. Kind of that. I know Apollo 13 is one of my faves through the years. I've loved that one. Like those true space movies. And next year will be the 50th anniversary of the.
I may have to watch Apollo 13. I never saw it.
Oh, for God's sake. What is wrong with you?
There are so many things wrong with me, Jim. I cannot even begin to make the list.
Houston, we have a problem?
How about, what's the, To the Moon? What is the HBO series?
From the Earth to the Moon.
From the Earth to the Moon. Did you see that?
No. Didn't even know that existed.
Jim?
It had to do, wasn't that one of those Ron Howard,
Yes.
Tom Hanks
Right.
productions where Ron Howard was really into the space missions, as was Tom Hanks. Together they did a whole thing on the Apollo moon launches, or the Apollo series that led to the moon landings. It's really well done. Worth checking out.
So you did see From the Earth to the Moon?
I did.
I only bring this up because one of our co-hosts, Bill Leavy, played the 12th in Command Center guy on From the Earth to the Moon, because they shot that in Florida, where he was living at the time.
Was that during his time as Doc Brown or Stan Laurel?
That was both. He was doing both characters. Yeah.
I saw him as Doc Brown when I was in Disney.
Oh, so did I.
Yep.
Quite interesting that one of us from the show went on to do such creative things.
Good for him.
Okay, our next film, we're going to move right along. A lot of stuff tonight.
This one's called Bad Times at the El Royale, starring Chris Hemsworth, Dakota Johnson, John Hamm, Nick Offerman, and Jeff Bridges. In this film, 7 strangers, each with a secret to bury, meet at Lake Tahoe's El Royale, a rundown hotel with a dark past. Over the course of one fateful night, everyone will have a last shot at redemption before everything goes to hell.
There's another guy I wondered what's happened to his voice. It's like he's got no teeth.
And his
Yeah,
teeth,
you're talking this kind of, you get some fake choppers put in, or does he always Kind of like a mountain man.
When did I first notice that? Was that in True Grit?
Strange.
Or was it because he was okay in Iron Man?
What's the big one there where he's the dude?
then.
Big Lebowski? Doesn't
The Big Lebowski. Yeah.
doesn't talk like that in that one, does he?
I don't know. I never saw
He
it.
certainly didn't when he was. How about the 70s King Kong version?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I saw
He
that.
didn't say, "Look, there's a big ape over there standing there
Yeah.
with Dwan."
Yeah. Wasn't that her first movie?
Yes.
I believe introducing Miss Jessica Lange.
Who went on to become one of the producers, ex-producers, Jim's favorite
Of
actresses.
oh,
And there's Kong now.
What was he the producer of? What did he say?
No, producer Jim.
Yeah.
he was a
She
big
was
fan
one of his favorite actresses.
Oh, was I knew what's her name was. It was in Bette Midler. You enjoyed.
See,
For some
I did not know he liked
You
that.
didn't know
for
that.
some reason.
He also liked Annie Lennox.
Right.
And Grace Jones. He liked the chicks with the short hair. He went through a phase.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Look at all the stars.
Oh.
I heard that John Hamm has a giant. Never mind.
Oh, what's he like, Milton Berle?
Yeah.
Just take out enough to win, Milton.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna do Goosebumps, Dave.
Are you?
And Jack Black isn't in this one. He was in the other one.
Oh, good. Then maybe I'll go see this one.
Black. I've got a lot of energy.
Cuckoo!
That's the one you don't like
I
from the
hate
only
that.
film I like that he was in. This is Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween with Madison Eisman, Ken Jeong, and Chris Parnell. Slappy is back
Oh.
to wreak more havoc this Halloween in a brand new comedy adventure based on R.L. Stein's 400 million selling series of books.
You know what they don't tell you is it's 400 million selling series, but he actually wrote 400 million books. They each just sold one copy.
Pretty much.
Actually, my kids had some of these. They weren't really interested in them. I bought a few of them when they were little, and
They have them, but they weren't interested. Because
No, well, you know, as a parent, you try something different. These different books, as they get a little older, you say, oh, we'll move up to the Goosebumps series.
Yeah.
So I got a few of them, and, you know, my son read a few, and he's like, I don't want any more. I'm like, okay. So we didn't.
So they're capitalizing on the increased popularity of Halloween and doing like you would see a Christmas movie at Christmas time. Now they're releasing it. Just finding a vehicle to relate it to Halloween, I guess, and put it out at Halloween time. Oh, the haunted gummies. Ooh!
Speaking of Halloween, don't miss our Halloween special episode next week, Dave.
That's right. Just to put it on to offset my bowling week. That's what it's for.
That's what it is for.
Which I didn't ask for, by the way.
He didn't ask for this, but, you know, it's too much stress to do bowling and a television show in one weekend.
It's horrible.
Plus, that's the only movie coming out, and I figured let's do that and all the other ones as a special. And it'll only take about 5 to 10 minutes to shoot the show as we just introduce the clips coming up. Yes, that's it. Well, why don't we do the DVD release
let's see
full
what-
6 minutes earlier or thereabouts where
Wow.
we were.
We're on a breakneck pace today.
We used to call this the Spielberg pace
Oh.
in the old days. Now, I seen this movie once. I don't remember a thing about it. This is a sort of recent classic. Has anyone seen this film?
No, it appears to be based on who's in it. Fairly new film.
Yeah, isn't it? I believe it's some vignettes, isn't it? So it's not just one story. It's a series of different stories.
Maybe it's an
I
anthology,
believe.
none of which I remember.
Kind of like a creep show thing, but I could be way off base. I have not seen it, and so why the hell are we making it up?
Well, now you'll get people to look it up and see.
Oh, God. What the hell?
Thelma, Todd, and Zazu Pitts.
Look, it's Myrtle Loy.
Yes,
No, it's Thelma, Todd, and Zazu Pitts.
I was
That's who it
thinking
is.
maybe where that Myrtle Lloyd comment came from because I saw this.
No.
Now, Zazu Pitts was in a lot of Charlie Chaplin, but not was he a girlfriend or just in a lot of those movies?
I don't believe she was a girlfriend of his. He had certain favorites that he would use, of which she was one. But these are the Hal Roach collections. These would be talkies, as opposed to the silent films. Which, by the way, Charlie Chaplin continued to make silent films even throughout the 30s, and finally went to some talkies later on.
Cheap bastard.
I highly recommend the film Limelight. It hasn't aged particularly well. A little sappy, but still a good film. And City Lights, excellent film.
Which one was the Hitler type reference?
Great Dictator?
The Great Dictator.
Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't
Very
say.
good, sir.
Hinkle. Herr Hinkle. Heil Hinkle, I believe, or Hail Hinkle.
Although, if you have a short attention span, then just watch the Three Stooges make fun of Hitler and Mussolini in a handful of their shorts from the 30s.
Yeah, it's
and
not
40s.
here, but these were the pre-code collections.
Yes.
Where they were many times were braless in the pre-code era.
They were flappers, Ed.
Flappers and flapping.
Things were
all
flapping.
over.
You can... Zazu Pitts was Zazu. What's going on here with this one?
Hotel Artemis.
This was the first movie I saw with my movie pass deal, just to test it out.
Is that Jodie Foster?
Jodie Foster, a lot of people in this. There was no story of any kind. You just kind of sat there for an hour and a half and said, "Oh, I'm testing out my movie pass here." And because it was this film, it was down in the very last theater, even though it had just opened up. So, yeah, I don't recommend Hotel Artemis for any reason.
Oh. What's that?
Horror of the Blood Monsters.
Okay.
Now, look at all the things you're going to see in this film, Dave. Claw creatures.
Snake Men?
Snake Man, I covered up some. There's a few other ones, and human vampires. This is one where I do have the trailer. We'll watch we don't have to see the whole thing.
Is that Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Not in this.
What the hell is this?
Before he started exercising?
This is a 1970-ish era from the director who gave us Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Oh.
Remember that horrible? These are some of the creatures, the Batmen we're going to see in here.
Where's Batmite?
They almost look like flying squirrels. Yes, we need Batmite in here. You'll scream yourself into a state of shock when you see
Now, this isn't like the Tingler and other
horror of the blood monster.
they're advertising in color effects by Spectrum X. This is where we tint the screen green or yellow. These are the color effects. And as soon as I see weird color, Dave. As soon as I see some of the weird colors, we can get out of here.
I think those were the teeth I used during some of our sketches.
Oh, God. You didn't have. Did you have special?
Yes.
I'll say ethnic teeth.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Either that or a pack of chiclets.
Oh, that
Wow.
looks real. I was going to say, is that John Carradine sitting there?
What
Whoa.
is that?
Okay, here's some of the special color effects by Spectrum X. We just tint the screen red or green or whatever it happens
It's
to
the
be.
blue film.
Green.
The green film.
Oh my, what is...
I used to love those old so-called dinosaur films where they would basically super glue some fake fins on a lizard
Oh, I love those.
and
Yeah.
then fight each other. Oh, that's the claw monster, clearly, Ed.
Isn't that the lagoon at Gilligan's Island they're filming in?
Little buddy, look out for that claw monster.
That reminds me, if you want to help somebody out, Dawn Wells,
Yes.
somebody
Yes.
has established a GoFundMe page because she's on hard time.
Well, she's had, I believe, a medical condition that required a lengthy stay in the hospital.
Oh, is that what happened?
Oh dear.
And she's like 79 years old.
79.
79.
Okay, because
Is that the end of our DVDs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the clips always go at the end.
Oh, I was unaware of that. I've
And
only been doing this
because-
show 30 years.
We're going to get to the recent celebrity passings
Oh,
because we
yes.
want to get everything in here. We want to get the special thing Jim found and a couple of the discs.
And I passed a kidney stone while I was.
Oh, is that what that scream was?
Okay, we're going to get over... When I find how to get to the axe thing there, that's when everything's going to happen very quickly.
That's where the magic happens?
That's where I can get right to here.
Wow.
And we can pay our respects to some celebrities.
I never heard of
the hell
this.
is that? I'm sorry. Oh, terribly. It looks like he's a Pittsburgh Pirates fan.
Hey, so am I.
Now, I didn't know who this was either, but apparently this is the previous boyfriend of Ariana Grande, who was apparently despondent over the breakup and was found with some sort of drug overdose.
You know, I have a cousin who used to pitch for the Pirates, actually. Now pitches for the Houston Astros.
Really?
Yeah.
Garrett Cole?
Yep.
See?
There you go. Cousin.
Former hosts of Sports Quiz.
Yes.
Oh!
Come on, Ed. You couldn't have got a better picture than that.
Now, I try not to do those bad pictures where they're old and in wheelchairs, but
couldn't you find her when she was youthful? Instead of look at the flesh hanging off her arm. That's what you chose?
I didn't notice that until the disc was burned.
Let's hope a gust of wind doesn't come up. And
she'll be like the Flying Batman.
very talented singer, we'll say that.
Yes.
Loved her in Blues Brothers. You didn't see that, did you?
I saw that in bits and pieces.
You better think.
That's kind of young, though, 76, isn't it?
76.
Oh, Neil Simon.
Oh, this was where I was
Favorite Neil Simon movie, play.
The Goodbye Girl.
We don't like the panties hanging on the rod.
Are you decent? Yes, I'm decent. She walks in the room. You said you were decent. Well, I am decent. I just happen to be naked.
With a guitar, right?
Yes, with a guitar.
That was an excellent one.
I'd have to say probably The Odd Couple, although I love that Murder by Death, which is coming out on Blu-ray and is politically incorrect these days. James, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I did. It was in my head a second ago. It was
Biloxi Blues.
It was before Biloxi Blues. The one before that, the prequel to that, or the first in that trilogy. It was called Brighton Beach Memoirs. That was pretty good. I don't know if that's the favorite. Was The Four Seasons also one of his? California Suite.
Yeah,
Another
California
good one. That was a good one. He had some really wonderful material.
91.
91.
Is it moving? Oh,
Robin Leach.
76.
It's one of those shows that I never watched.
No, me neither.
But he was omnipresent. Every time you turned on the TV, that friggin' voice was coming out in the late 80s.
What was the saying at the end? Something caviar,
Wishes and dreams.
champagne dreams,
Champagne dreams.
something like that. I never was a big fan of watching shows and seeing the opulence of all these people of things I clearly could never afford.
Here we are in Tupac's crib. That's the worst try at an impression. I have to apologize for that.
That's all right.
Put a disclaimer up over
You could do
Swing and a miss.
You could do like 10 seconds before that. Bad impression coming in.
Yeah.
9, 8.
Barbara Harris.
Oh, horror film actress, right? Ed Hammer? Did she do a few
Freaky
Hammers?
Friday in this clip.
This is Freaky Friday, but I only remember her from Family Plot, the last Alfred Hitchcock film.
Well, maybe, who am I getting her confused with?
Barbara Lee, I think you're thinking of.
I thought she was in a few Hammer films.
Was
Maybe not.
Family Plot also starring Karen Black?
Yes.
Yes.
Over here, Karen.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
It was a Hitchcock film, right? Wasn't it a Hitchcock film?
What, Family Plot?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just thinking of
She had a
Karen
bit of a
Black's
lazy eye,
eyes
Karen
going-
Black.
Oh. All together.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
We're not crying on Facebook like
That was
Kevin Smith.
You know, it's a very funny movie. I don't know how it holds up, but some of the
Dave?
certainly some of the Jackie Gleason lines.
Oh, yeah. When I get home, I'm going to punch your mama in the mouth.
The way you came from my loins. The
You son
Get
of
me
a
a-
bitch.
Get me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper and make it snappy. I'm in a hurry.
This wasn't the Eastbound and Down, was it?
Yes, I was going to have you do
Eastbound and down, load 'em up and drink 'em.
every 5 seconds. I
Well,
would play.
this ain't can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
I'm eastbound, just watch old Dip.
I watched this last time on AMC, and I think you have to watch this unedited because Jackie Gleason looked like he was coming out with some doozies.
Yeah.
I think this film holds up. I think it'll hold up fairly well. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's not like Convoy.
I still think Longest Yard and Deliverance, the best of the Reynolds.
Deliverance was amazing.
I like the end, where he thought he was dying.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the end scene where he's going to swim out and drown, and then he starts making pacts with God about, you know, just get me back to shore, and I'll go to church every day, every week. And then as he got closer, he became, well, I know I said every week, but I meant every month. And
I liked Hooper too. Hooper I thought was kind of
Hooper's
funny.
good, yeah.
Was he stuntman in that?
He was. Nothing like the life of a Hollywood stuntman.
Was Gary Reed in that one too?
Was he singing that song?
No, I
when
don't think he was
stuntman?
in that one.
All right.
All right, this is the item that Jim found. Unfortunately, he's not in the shot where you're going to see this. But I will cut to where? Okay, I'll cut to the middle one where we kind of see you. If you have comments about the G.I. Joe headquarters.
And the cool thing was, I mean, look at all the action going on in there. There's clearly some sort of command center, and there's G.I. Joe putting out another guy with a beard putting out a fire. A lot of men with beards.
Yeah, it looks like Chuck
Manly
Norris.
men. And
you would have fun.
And then you opened it up and you got surprised.
Oh,
holy
look at that.
Look at all the TV sets in there. Oh, if you folks could see this.
We'll turn this around in a minute. I'm just trying to set it up very quickly.
And a spotlight on the roof.
Can you find the hole, Dave?
Oh, wait a minute now.
Yeah, and there was sound.
And then this part would pop up, right? You had a whole second floor.
Yes. Yeah, why not? Let's get it up. Can you get it up, Jim?
Oh.
Hold on.
Ooh, it's a little stiff from being in here since the 70s.
That's a lot of double entendres between finding the hole, get it up, and it's stiff.
I think yours...
There we go. Now we're up.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. You got the tinted window and the... Oh, my God. And then this chair would go up in there.
Yeah, that went up and down.
And then you could...
There was a chair,
yes.
yeah.
G.I. Joe in
Oh,
there.
there's the chair. Look at it.
This even comes with the...
What's that, an instructional booklet?
I'm going to flip
The
this.
G.I. Joe Adventure Team headquarters.
Oh, you almost took off the new media zone sign there.
Oh, no. There is all the stuff. The hours of fun you could have just going up and down to this chair. And then, of course, there was beeping and buzzing if you have your batteries in. And this thing...
Clearly D batteries.
And an emergency exit. I had hours of fun with the G.I. Joe headquarters. And we were talking about this is before video games came along.
Right.
So we would you'd put your G.I. Joe in there with his...
Well, unless you had the Kung Fu grip one.
I had the talking G.I. Joe. Hitting the dirt. I did figure out that you had to...
That was one
The farther you pulled the string out, it depended. They had little colors on the string, and that would make G.I. But I would pull it out all the way every time and just kept saying the same thing. G.I. Joe reporting for duty. I wanted to say something else.
And look at this little, like, storybook you get with it. Wow.
It has a centerfold.
That was the
The Adventure Team.
I want to get 2 minutes of this in.
Okay.
Because Jim was enjoying my collection. Now, this thing is, these are the things I have on Blu-ray. And these are DVDs. I will no longer be... Do you use Blu-ray or DVD?
On DVD.
You're still DVD? Oh, good.
Yeah.
This is perfect
Yeah,
for
I'm
you
like
then.
I'm one step above VHS.
Carrie, and we would talk about the films, but because we have 2 minutes, we're just going to go through them. Carrie, do you like Carrie?
It's a good one.
You want
Classic, Stephen King classic.
You want to take it home with you tonight?
I guess you're trying to get rid of some stuff.
Anything that we don't want is going into a pile we're going to give away at the end of the year. This was Slither. Does anyone know what this was?
What was Strother Martin in that?
I don't think
Oh, he
so.
was in...
Yes.
Oh, nice.
This is
nice.
Michael Rooker was in this one.
Okay.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one, actually.
Happy Birthday to Me, one of the slasher films from the 80s with one of the chicks from the Little House on the Prairie.
I was going to say, is that
that's
Mary Ingalls?
Melissa
Yeah.
Sue Anderson? Was she in that one? Was
Yes.
that her? Yeah.
I think that's her.
Wow.
She was going against type. She even had like a scene with just her brassiere on.
whatever that was, we'll do that next time.
That was Fatal Attraction.
Oh, that's good. That was the first movie I went to see with my future ex-wife. That was our first date.
Good plan.
The Old Dark House. I don't know if you guys know The Old Dark House with Boris Karloff was in this one.
I was working in the lab.
Not familiar with it.
Now, Mahogany.
Can't get enough of that.
Mainly for, you know who was in this, not besides, what's her name there? Diana Ross.
Billy D. Williams was in it.
He was, yes. Also, Anthony Perkins, which is the main reason I have that one. So
what phase did you go through that you have Breakin'?
Not just Breakin', but Breakin' to Electric Boogaloo.
I remember
I'm
that.
sure this one will be going into the file for the end of the year.
Wow.
Let's pull out, let's see if we can get some good ones.
Pull something else out.
Oh, Chinatown, a very classic film. Jack Nicholson, of course. And we also have one of the Bourne films, which I haven't seen yet, but I think I have the Blu-ray collection. So any of these that we've done tonight and you would like to take home with you, you can, or the one that's on the floor.
I'm taking Slither.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good. And just in time, a little short, but we can work that out.
Game time.
Game time.
I think I got one. And this one's blue. Oh, look at that. Different color than the last time. We have a spin involved. And Betty Grinter picks numbers 3 and 5. 3 and 5, Betty Grinter and a spin.
David Allen Pick a Show.
I was going to say something like Green Show, which is what this is.
Oh, Monster of the Week. Come on. Make it happen.
Oh. All right.
Here, let me...
Sorry, Betty.
All right. We don't even explain this game. We just go into it. But if you want... which camera, Ed?
Why don't you go to the lovely two-shot there?
Right here?
Yeah.
There you go. If you want to enter this game, just send an email to mediazone95@gmail.com. That's mediazone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We select your entry, reveal what's behind, and if they match, unlike what just happened, you'll win 2 free movie passes. If you write spin the wheel, you can have a chance to win up to 6. You could also lose the 2. But you know what? Life's a gamble. That's what it's about. Take a risk. Live on the edge.
You do have to know when to hold them and
That's right.
when to fold them.
Life is a big risk.
2 minutes, so let's continue on. I'll do 1 minute of this, and we want to thank Jim for coming down. And
Barbarella.
Barbarella.
The opening scene.
The opening striptease.
Oh.
According to Mr. Skin, you see Jane's right, left boob.
Right, left? Isn't that the only 2 that you have?
Right side boob, I was going to
okay.
say. Mr. Skin got me a little flutter there.
A flutter?
Van Helsing with the very bad CGI monster effects.
Is Kate Beckinsale in
But
that?
I think I only got it because Kate Beckinsale was in that one.
She's delicious.
And then the Phantom of the Opera. This is a 2-disc set for you fans of that. I'm not sure why I got this, other than it was a Phantom of the Opera.
What year is this?
This is the musical version. With,
okay, so that's, what's his name there?
Yeah, well, what's his name?
The guy
Gerald Butler? Or?
No, Sousa, was that the guy who does the music? Whatever, I don't know.
Oh,
no, I'm thinking of...
the 3-name guy, yes.
Lloyd Webber. Sousa.
Yes.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Didn't Sousa do
Marches.
Well, you know, I'm thinking John Philip Sousa, but it's Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Anthony Michael Hall, one of those.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay, coming up next week is our special Halloween show where we take a look at the new film and then go back and look at the trailers for all the other films.
You need to hurry along, Ed. I got bowling. This is too stressful for me.
I know. After this, we're going to shoot that half-hour show in about 5 minutes. But we want to thank Jim for coming down. It's been fun after 30 years. What is it? Let's do the math. 85, 95 to the 30s.
33 years.
33 years we haven't... Maybe we were.
And aren't you glad I showed up?
Dave just happened to run into Jim at a vet of some kind.
Yes, I did.
Because you wanted to go out of the house and go to the vet.
No, I didn't.
The girlfriend.
I didn't want to go.
That's what happened. But isn't it good you did?
It was very fortuitous.
It was indeed. Great pleasure to see you guys again.
All right, so join us next time for the. Are you going to be on the Halloween show? Do you want to do that one, Jim?
He's here.
If you'll have me.
Okay, we're gonna. Jim will be there, Ed and Dave, and as we look through the various Halloween films.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.